And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Bombers and the Hawks. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. The wind to kick the pitch. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Kyren Paris. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is...
that ends the inning. So we take... Now, Elly De La Cruz. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
He's safe.
Throw to second, safe. Another throw to second. And he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. And now Ted Simmons right through there for a strike. De La Cruz stands at second with no outs. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch misses in to second, and that's not it. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And that one fouled off. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
De La Cruz whips it across, and 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Second inning set to go. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And there's a ball. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. just off the outside edge. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And there's 2 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jasson Dominguez. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2. That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. That one missing inside.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And now 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. The wind of the pitch. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Dominguez moving under this one, and he makes the catch. That on to the 3rd inning, and here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Digo back to work. That one way inside.
That's a ball.
In the air, right side. Winker should have it. 1 away. Now the catcher up to hit, Cal Raleigh. That's in there. 0-1. Digo, a 6'2" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 1 down, base is empty. Base hit, center field.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Shohei Ohtani. Now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. That one's in there. And that is strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Kyren Paris. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Big RBI for him right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And it's strike two.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Double steal. Swing and a drive, deep right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 2. He's safe at third. It's a 2-run triple.
Back-to-back base hits. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Ramirez, the next to hit, takes outside.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slings to first, and Ramirez is set. As we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Evan Carter. And a foul ball. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Throw to first. Gets him.
He's out.
1 away on a drop third strike. Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Fouled off left side. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the batting order turns over. Now a chance for Elly De La Cruz. Doubled his first time up. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Start of the fourth, leading off, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one not close, and it's 1-0. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. smoked on the ground to second. Over to first.
Oh.
Great pick. And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. And that
Ball
misses. Ball one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And before the pitch, he steps off. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one just missing inside. Full count now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Kurtz takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's one. On to Digo for the inning-ending double play. Back here at Busch Stadium, now the number 2 hitter, Ted Simmons. Paris tosses to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's the second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Nope, that's foul.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just
No
a bit
balls,
late on
2
that
strikes.
0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. And that one missing low. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back here in St. Louis. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Shohei Ohtani out towards left center. Varsho after it. One down. So up next, Elly De La Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a ball.
That's
Tried the sweeper. Raleigh over at first with one away. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
And that's too high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Winker takes it in for the out. 2 down. Kyron Paris digs in now. That one the other way. Over to first. Third out, and that ends the... And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now Dalton Varsho flied to center his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's into the gap. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Top of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Man at first, one away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging on the curveball. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And next is the designated hitter, Evan Carter. That misses, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Top of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Milner back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. De La Cruz pulls it down. And a quick out, number 1. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Yeah.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Crow Armstrong goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. Ramirez, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one the other way. De La Cruz tosses to first, and that is out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Milner, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you.
Throws to first, and that. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Alex Gordon. And that skips in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. De La Cruz at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now here is Ted Simmons. They say you win. 2 outs, base is empty. In the dirt, and the count even 1-1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing puts you right back in this ball game.
That's a little high. 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So 2 down, and here is Brian Roberts. That's in there. That's strike 1. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, top of inning number 7, and now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. And there's the strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Winker. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. curve in the dirt.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Couldn't get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Santander in the box again. Takes the strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And that is out of play. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Santander, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And it's through for a hit.
No, he's in there.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. It kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here is Nick Kurtz. And the sweeper is off the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 on, 1 out. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. One at second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Back here at Busch Stadium. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a broken bat flare. And he'll be safe at first.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good hustle to get up the line and turn that into an infield single.
And that's down and away. Elly on the move. Pitch in for a strike.
1-1.
Throw there.
He's in there.
Safe. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. So digging in, Corbin Carroll. That one a little bit high, and that is ball one. That one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho on the move. Brings it in. And there's one down. Here's Jose Ramirez. One for three. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Ball outside. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Second and third here. One away. Swings and misses. Two out. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the count. That's a ball.
In the dirt. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. That one to first. Kurtz. And he's out on the tag. Bottom of the eighth. Now it's the DH, Evan Carter. Swings through that.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon. 0 for 2 in this one. Ball one and a pitch inside. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Elly De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. To the right side, Paris. The throw to first. That's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the ninth. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hoffman, a 6-foot righty. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a slow roller. Safe at second. First and second, no outs. Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. Ground ball right side. On to second, they get one. To first, double play. Nicely done.
3-6-1 double plays can be so tough to turn. You're talking about the ground that the pitcher has to cover to get there. And in this case, you have a left-handed hitter that's out of the box even quicker than a righty. So everything has to be perfect and on time and on the money. Nice job right there.
Ohtani stands in now, looks at that one inside. And misses inside. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2 now.
Got him. That's out number. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. And ball one.
Inside.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
One strike.
And that's outside.
That's out.
Tosses across
He's
to
out.
first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ryan Roberts. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him swinging. Now only one out remaining. Jesse Winker now at the plate. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. That one hammered left field. That ball's carrying into the bullpen and gone. So he goes yard to left. It's 3-2. So 2 away with nobody on. Anthony Santander digs in now. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Up
Nope,
and in.
ball one.
And now it's even 1-1. And a base hit right there.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
Now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
Well, that's today's style of baseball
ball,
right
2
there,
strikes.
right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Hader is just 1 strike away. On to first, and that'll
He's
do
out.
it as they complete the strikeout to end it. A 3.